There are moments in life when God calls us to separate, not because He wants to take something away from us, but because He wants to lift us higher. Sometimes, what looks like a loss is actually preparation for a greater blessing. The story of Abram and Lot in Genesis 13 is a powerful example of how separation can lead to divine elevation. After a difficult season in Egypt, Abram and his family began their journey back to the land of promise. He was not the same man who had once left Ur of the Chaldeans with nothing but faith. Now, Scripture says he was very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold. God had blessed him abundantly. Lot, his nephew, was with him too. Lot had also prospered greatly just by walking with Abram, a reminder that sometimes being connected to a blessed person can cause blessings to overflow into your life. As they journeyed back to Bethel, Abram's heart was drawn to the place where he had first built an altar, the place of worship, faith, and surrender. He returned there to call upon the name of the Lord once more. There's something powerful about returning to your spiritual foundation, the place where you first encountered God. When life gets busy or crowded with blessings, you must always go back to your altar, the place of prayer and worship. But soon, a problem arose. Both Abram and Lot had so much wealth and livestock that the land could no longer support them living together. Their herdsmen began to quarrel, arguing over pastures and water sources. What had started as a journey of unity was now being tested by prosperity. Isn't it interesting that sometimes blessings can bring tension? When God increases you, not everyone around you can handle your growth. Abram saw the strife and decided to act wisely. He didn't allow greed, pride, or family loyalty to blind his spiritual vision. He understood that peace was more valuable than possessions. So, he approached Lot with humility and love. "Let there be no strife between you and me," Abram said, "for we are brethren." What a statement of maturity. Abram could have easily demanded the best land. After all, he was the elder, the one God called and blessed first. But instead, he chose peace over position. He allowed Lot to choose first. "If you go to the left, I'll go to the right. If you go to the right, I'll go to the left." Lot lifted up his eyes and looked toward the plain of Jordan, and what he saw was breathtaking. The land was green, fertile, and well-watered, like the garden of the Lord. To him, it looked like paradise. So, Lot chose for himself the plains of Jordan and journeyed east, leaving Abram with what appeared to be the less attractive part of the land, the dry hills of Canaan. But here's a key truth. What looks appealing to the eyes is not always what's best for your destiny. Lot was guided by sight. Abram was guided by faith. Lot chose by sight, but Abram waited on God.